Elon Musk, a man known for his drive and inventiveness, has left a lasting impression on the globe through his groundbreaking work in space exploration, technology, and electric cars. However, there is an opulent lifestyle hidden beneath the successes and headlines. This post will examine Musk's extravagant possessions, looking at 9 items that this tech wizard possesses that are absurdly costly. Elon Musk's possessions, which range from rare and contentious shoes to a fleet of private aircraft and an unearthly collection of cars, demonstrate not only his fortune, but also his distinct and unrepentant way of living. 9. The ugly, expensive shoes. First, let's talk about his unique shoes. For this, he must have faced a 6-month prison sentence. He needed to do something so divisive that it would destroy his reputation. Custom, one-of-a-kind Air Jordan Tesla shoes are forbidden in the state of California. Materials such as pony hair, python leather, and red metallic leather are used to make them. However, it is prohibited and punishable by up to 6 months in jail to wear anything made of python in California. Elon hasn't been spotted wearing them since presumably to avoid taking a legal chance on another lawsuit. But those $1,500 shoes are nothing in comparison to what he will wear on Mars, where time is measured in a somewhat different way. 8. The Swiss watch worn in space. Elon needed to make sure he was playing the risk game right. He then called Tag Heuer to request something unique, and they duly delivered. The 50th anniversary of the first Swiss watch to be worn in space was marked with the launching of this limited edition Carrera 1887 SpaceX. For $10,000, you could purchase that watch for yourself. Elon realizes he needs to improve while he is here on Earth. Thus, he spent $50,000 on an Audemars baguette and $200,000 on a Richard Mille. 7. Tesla Roadster into space. That may sound absurd, but his collection of cars is unreal. No, really, he launched his own $100K Tesla Roadster into space on a homemade rocket. Who takes that action? He even broadcast the entire event live, and you can currently track its whereabouts in orbit. And he just bought another one because he's never going to get that one back. Elon Musk is the owner of both the 1920 Ford Model T, the first mass-produced gas car, and the first mass-produced electric car, because he invented the electric car. That is a $25K automobile that hardly runs. But did you know that a gas-powered vehicle was also his dream car? Elon first fell in love with the Jaguar E-Type when he was 17 years old and saw it in a magazine. But at that moment, Elon had only $2,000 to his name and $110K in debt, just like the rest of us. After Elon made his first $1 million on PayPal, he leveled up and purchased a $1 million McLaren F1, which nearly cost him his life. 6. The submarine car. Elon wanted something even more outrageous, but he needed a new car. That's why he concluded he had to get an automobile that could function as a submarine. Indeed, after a couple discovered this functional James Bond vehicle in an abandoned storage facility, Elon bought it for $1 million, increasing the value of his collection of cars to nearly $2.8 million. But where on earth is he going to put all these automobiles in storage? Isn't this simply stunning? For Elon Musk and his family, an entire neighborhood is worth an astounding $80 million. This is one of the cheapest residences you could ever purchase. 5. The weird neighborhood, well, maybe in the whole Bel Air mansion neighborhood he purchased. He started by buying a single home, like any other individual, with the exception that it was valued at $17 million. This home features a tennis court, a spa, a gym, and 7 bedrooms. This place even has a movie theater of its own. Why aren't you following this hub when even Elon did? And this is just my first story on an episode like this. Elon chose to purchase 6 more of those since he enjoyed the location so much. Really? Except for one, where Elon purchased Willy Wonka's home outright, all of those mansions are essentially the same. The interior of the house is filled with strange objects. Elon had no intention of residing in that eerie home. It follows that he converted it into a school for his children. I won't challenge one of the wealthiest guys on the planet just because he can afford to live in a neighborhood valued at $80 million. That must be a lot of great testimony. 4. The diamond Tesla ring. To celebrate, Ben Baller gave Elon the ring as a gift, so he was willing to overlook it even though he doesn't generally show off his jewels. However, he only owns one item of jewelry, and it wasn't for him. He gave his undergraduate lover a green emerald on a 14-karat gold necklace, straight from his father's emerald line. Having spent $50,000 on it, he was presumably not as heartbroken by their breakup as IBM was, but his second wife ended up with millions when Elon discovered how much girls care about rings and bought 3 different engagement rings for her. She teased him for being cheap because the first ring he bought cost $100K, even though Elon was earning hundreds of millions. He therefore purchased her a $300,000 ring as a way to make amends. She was shocked to learn that the ring was only meant for daily wear. He also spent a total of $1.5 million on jewelry, including a $1 million diamond and 10 sapphires in a ring he got her for significant occasions. 2 years later, Elon divorced her and gave her $16 million as payment for her troubles, indicating that he didn't care that much about spending that amount either. 3. Spending way more on his kids. While the typical father spends over $300,000 on their child, Elon's children are unquestionably exceptional. They spend approximately $1 million a year on their private jet holidays and private education. Elon is investing a minimum of $24 million in a single child. However, the man has 9 children, thus his net worth is estimated to be $216 million. 2. The greedy private jets. Elon doesn't give a damn when he purchases numerous jets. Elon found it intolerable to only have one jet. Naturally, he purchased 5 of them. His first plane, which cost him $26 million, had a dining area, a bedroom, and standard recliner chairs. Before he became a billionaire, he purchased this. Upon reaching the billions level, he was spotted circling in the same little aircraft as Taylor Swift. He had to one-up billionaire Mark Cuban after noticing that the latter owned a Gulfstream G550, so he paid $62 million for each of the 2. Nevertheless, the G650, a more recent model, didn't take long to launch. And they are very different from each other. There's a spare seat on the G650, and that's it. There isn't much of a difference. It's the same as when you get a new iPhone. That's what the wealthy do with private jets, only they pay $75 million instead of $1K. Elon recently spent an additional $75 million on the G700, the newest Gulfstream. What distinguishes those from each other, can you guess? I will hint at it for you. You know, every year they manage to increase the size of the iPhone. Yes, they essentially merely increase the plane's size. However, spending $300 million on aircraft isn't a huge concern when your net worth exceeds $200 billion. 1. The Super App. The largest flex ever may have been Elon's largest acquisition. Ordinary folks simply uninstall apps they don't like the way they work. However, if you're Elon Musk, you just go ahead and purchase it. Elon took a little sabbatical from his mission to send humans to Mars to ensure that free expression remained intact when he noticed that Twitter was blocking a lot of individuals. He purchased Twitter, although it was losing billions of dollars. Imagine being so wealthy that you didn't even care if you lost billions of dollars because you paid far more than you needed to. Since Elon loves the $420 meme, he chose to purchase every share of the business at that price of $54.20. He may have overpaid by $19 billion, raising the total amount he paid to $44 billion to acquire this failing bird app. Elon recently rebranded Twitter as X and declared his intention to transform it into a super app, so it appears he is attempting to change that.